Fantastic. All right. Happy Thursday. Happy end of 2022. Adios, 2022. We're excited for 2023 coming in just a few days, but not without probably one of the best patching podcasts of the entire year coming to you guys tonight with myself and my beautiful co-host, Miss Marcy Preble. We are representing the entire United States from East Coast to West Coast. And tonight, we've got a special treat for you guys to end up this year. But before we get started with that special treat, I am going to read the disclaimer from my head. And so that is LifeWave, the information that is being shared tonight. And all the stuff that we're going to be talking about is informational. We are not your doctors, so please check with your doctor, your healthcare provider, if you have any questions regarding your specific condition or disease or syndrome, things that are going on with you. We are not here to treat, diagnose, or to cure anything that's going on with you. Again, this information is just informational. Please use your own due diligence. Of course, startx39now.com is where you'll want to go and look at all of our clinical studies, research data, and patents. So, this is not intended to treat or cure pregnant or nursing women either, or people on medications. Again, check with your doctors and healthcare providers. So this is how this is going to run tonight. Okay, Miss Marcy. So tonight I am going to be interviewing Marcy. I am going to ask her some questions, and then I'm going to share with you the science and technology behind what she has used to get herself in this position. Marcy, you have your picture, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. You want me to show it? Like
oh,
so close.
Shirt. I was going to screen share it, but yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Can you see it like that or not?
Yeah, keep going a little closer. Perfect. Stop.
That's pretty bad.
Right there is perfect. Do you see this? That was Marcy before. This is Marcy after using this technology. Okay, Marcy, take it away.
And can I tell you how sad it is? That is my girlfriend, Jeannie Volker, literally that made me the shirt. Like, who makes you a shirt that you wear that on, huh? Like, really? Like, I don't know if that's love or hate, Jeannie. No, I'm just kidding.
So that's what Marcy looked like before. So Marcy, what I want to hear from you tonight is what was going on with you before LifeWave. I know it's been a little over 3 years. Yeah. So for those of you that are thinking, oh, I'm looking to use this for 30 days or 60 days, Marcy here has a story to share with you with over 3 years. What was going on in your life that made you look like that picture?
Isn't that awful when you really think about it? Well, in 2017, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and I had 9 months of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation, and a double mastectomy. And by the end of it, I was blowing up from the steroids of chemo, like really a Michelin, you remember that Michelin tire guy or whatever, just, and yeah, and I was in pretty bad shape. And
I'll get the people in the waiting room. You don't worry about that.
Yeah, and I was in pretty bad shape. And then literally I thought to myself, well, at least it's all over and I'm going to be fine. Now I'll rebuild my body. Just to find out 6 months later that a piece of the breast cancer decided to come back poking out of the skin where one of the expanders were. And honestly, I was really, really devastated. I was sitting in my lazy boy chair, depressed, not really sure, after doing all of this, I think I was in PTSD, just this anxiety about all of it. And that's when Dr. Rhonda Donahue came knocking on my door, and she brought to me the X39, and she literally brought me 10 of these. And for some of you that have never seen these, and Dr. Stacy will explain more how it works, they look like Band-Aids. And I literally laughed at her. I'm like, I'm sitting on my lazy boy chair and you're bringing me these Band-Aids. And she said, there's so much more, and please put them on. Well, I love and trust her so much that I did what she told me. She said 12 hours on and 12 hours off. She said, put them right below the back of the neck and just put them on. They will activate your stem cells, make more, and reset them to a younger, healthier state. And my guess, Marcy, you need that right now. So I did what she told me to do. I put them on. Well, The first 2 days, Dr. Stacy, the taste of the 9 months of chemo came out of my mouth, the taste of the metal. I remember telling my friend, if this lasts more than 2 days, I have to take these patches off. And it was so weird. By the end of the second day, the taste went away. It like detoxed it in me in 2 days, Doc.
Oh.
Then by day 5, I remember feeling, it was so weird. We were going to one of my girlfriend's kids' wedding, and I was driving around, and I didn't even really mean to, but I just started feeling right here. And it was so soft. I couldn't stop touching myself. Wow. Right between the thumb and the forefinger, or the pointer finger. And I would touch it over and over. And I think what it was doing, doctor, was rebuilding the collagen. I just felt soft. But then the miracle in day 10 for me was that PTSD, the post-traumatic stress of this reoccurrence, just went away. I really didn't know if I was living or dying. I'm just being honest. I didn't know then what was going to happen to me. And I didn't care because I felt 20 again in my mind. And I literally was in my lazy boy chair going, what am I going to do? I feel good. I feel like I'm 20. I love to create in business. I think I need to share this. And I literally called up Dr. Rhonda and I said, Rhonda, let's build this. Let's share this with everyone because I'm feeling good again. And I think we can help a lot of people. And we just started sharing it. We wrote a list and we started sharing it. That was 3 years ago. And we've helped like 40,000 people now. In 3 years. And I say that because you don't know what God has in mind for you. You think that you're going one way and all of a sudden, boom, shift, right, Doc? You end up going another way. And so, and it's interesting because at that time then, I did have a surgeon. They cut out the spot that came out of my skin. And I went back into remission for a year on X39 stem cell activation patches and the surgery. And then 2 years ago, I had another piece pop out of my skin right underneath my breast. And this time I wasn't afraid. But I did decide to add to my protocol something called EON that, as much as I know, reduces inflammation and super good for fast growing cells, as is X39. And I also added something called glutathione, which I'm sure you'll be able to explain to everybody better than me how those work. But for the most part, I believe that it was helping to detoxify me because I think I was really obviously toxic. Obviously, if I was having so much cancer pop out, call me weird. And I went to my my cancer surgeon, and I said, please cut this out again. It was just small. And the weird thing is it would, I didn't know quite what it was at the time. It looked like a pimple and it would come open and shut and it would get bigger and smaller and bigger. I've never said this to people, and smaller. And you know what I did around it? And I still thought this was a pimple at the time. I put around it X39, EON, and glutathione. And pretty soon it would get even more small. I'm like, oh, the pimple's almost gone. And they would get a little big. But you know what I mean? It was very interesting. So when I went and had it tested, it was cancer again. And that's when I asked for the cutout. And the surgeon said, this is in your skin now. 3rd time, is all over your body. It's a waste of time to cut this out. And I begged for my surgery. And she did say yes. And she cut it out. And then I went to my oncologist, and my oncologist said, well, we got to watch you over the next week to 2 to 3 because it's going to be all over your body. I said, okay. Every week I'd come in and we'd look at my body to make sure, because we were sure it was going to be all over. And guess what, Doc?
What?
It never went all over my body. And I've been in remission now again for 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah.
And so that is the story. People have been asking like the progress of all of this. And here I sit. So, doctor, what is going on with this? I'm just so happy to be alive, to be honest.
Okay, well, let me just say right now, I am not a medical doctor, nor am I your doctor. I am not an oncologist. I have a PhD in integrative medicine and a PhD in functional medicine. So very much holistic. I would have been the person saying, let's do all these other things besides chemotherapy, radiation, and surgeries. But I understand why you did what you did. Because obviously,
why were you not in my life sooner? Because
right?
choice has consequence. Darn it.
I understand. Trust me, I do. Obviously, you know, I lived that with my daughter when she was 4. And I know the fear that they put into you, and you feel like you don't have any other options. You're going to die if you don't do this right now, right? Cut
Yes.
and radiate and kill with the chemo. And so I understand that feeling from a mother's point of view, not as my personal, but with family members as well too. So thank God, Rhonda found this technology and brought it to you, and you have utilized this over 3 years now in your wellness journey, right? In your health and wellness journey, because, you know, we don't know what the future holds, and you can't say, well, because you use these patches, your cancer hasn't come back. Of course, we could never make those claims.
No.
Ever. But you know, it's great to hear that you went down the entire conventional road, right? You did everything conventional. And with my daughter, I did everything conventional initially because they told her she's going to die. Like, you have to do this immediately or she will die. And then, of course, when I learned things that I learned over the course of the year, we left that situation and went completely holistic, which is where we stayed for the last 15 years. And so for you, your journey the last 2 years have went down a very holistic path where, you know, you and I are texting back pages of books to get, and, you know, different types of holistic protocols and things, which is so amazing, right? There's a whole nother world out there if you're willing to dive in and learn it. And so this technology has been a massive part of your life the last 3 years.
Yes.
And probably, you know, like I said, I can't say, but probably is instrumental in the reason why you are where you are right now, because of what it does and how it helps the body to repair and regenerate and restore, like you said, your cells back to their young, youthful, healthy state. So that's what I want to explain to you guys tonight. Like, how is this really working? These 3 patches that Marcy mentioned, the X39, the Eon, and the glutathione. I'm going to go a little deep dive in depth with these, which I do that every Tuesday anyways, but I'm going to go in depth a lot more right now on this. So the X39 is the stem cell activation patch. This is our workhorse. This is the patch that's the foundation for this entire product line. David has invented a dozen patches over the last 20 years. This is the one we always start with. X39 signals your body to activate, elevate, and mobilize its own stem cells. And it does that through the pathway of a peptide. And that peptide is called GHK-Cu copper peptide. Thank you, David. And so GHK-Cu copper peptide, when you upregulate that, you elevate that GHK-Cu copper peptide, you actually are resetting a third of the genes back to their young, youthful, healthy state. One of those genes is called P63. That gene mobilizes your stem cells. It tells your stem cells, let's go, let's get moving, right? We know when you're young, you have an abundance of them. By the time in your 30s, you have half of them mobile in your body. By the time you're in your 60s, there's less than 10% that are even active. And so you see the decline in the body, the inability to repair itself. And so by using this, Marcy, it was telling your cells, your body, let's get back to work, Marcy. Come on, you were young, you were youthful, you were healthy, you were vibrant. Let's get back to that point again. And so that didn't happen in a day or even in 10 days with your 10-day supply, but it got things going, right? Those genes are reset immediately. It got you going on that path to where you were actually going, wait a minute, I need to get out of this chair. I'm not going to die. I want to live. I want to continue this, and I want to tell other people I can help other people with this. And that's because of this patch right here, working physically, mentally, and emotionally, and spiritually. We know that, okay? It's working throughout your entire body to help to repair and regenerate, restore and rejuvenate all the cells, tissues, and organs in your body in whatever order your body needs. For you, For at that time, it was your skin, right? Your body needed that repair in the skin. And so, but you don't know what else it was doing on the inside. It could have been those stem cells, they're pluripotent. They turn into any cell, tissue, or organ. And obviously there's millions and millions and trillions of cells in your body. And so I skipped the billions, millions and billions and trillions of cells in your body. So those stem cells can go to work in your heart and your brain and your kidneys and your liver and your pancreas and your skin and your eyes and your ears, your tongue, wherever you need them, right? Because that's what the body's designed to do, to repair itself and regenerate itself. So this is our starting point. This is the patch that you said you put on every morning, back of your neck, left it on 12 hours, stayed very hydrated, clean, healthy water throughout the day, took it off after 12 hours, threw it away, let your body repair, rest, and you did it again the next day. And you stayed very consistent doing that. So this has been a huge impact in your health, right? And the picture that you showed, like that was a person that was sick, that was ill, that was diseased, that had a lot of things going on the inside, which was obviously a direct reflection of you on the outside. People ask me all the time, what do you use for your skincare? What's your anti-aging program? And I'm like, oh my God, if I say this one more time, now, trust me, I take care of my skin. I'm not stupid. You know, I do use our Aloe Vita Trio, right? I use our day and night cream. I've always used a great cleanser and an eye cream, you know, day, night cream. But here's the thing. Aging on the outside is what's happening on the inside. If you look old, if you have wrinkles, if you have crepey skin, if you have the crow's feet or the bags, it's because of what's happening on the inside. It's the inflammatory process, the inflammatory stress, and the oxidative stress inside of your body. That's why your before picture looked like that. This says, no. We're going to help that process. And we're going to reverse that process. We're going to reverse the functionality of the cells and tissues and organs in the body. We're going to take old tissue and make it young again. We're going to take old cells and make them young again, which is why you look the way you do right now, especially in your UCLA sweatshirt. Like, girl, you're looking like you just stepped out of college, right? Like you just got off campus, you're home for Christmas break right now. Right? I mean, you got your hair in a ponytail. You're like, oh my God, I'm in my 20s and I'm home for college.
Well, I have to tell you, I've been working out at the gym 4 days a week now. I'm not kidding. Like, I am moving to a new me. Wait till Florida, you're going to see a whole new group.
Okay, so that's X39 in a nutshell. Let's talk about EON. So I just mentioned inflammation, right? Inflammation is the root cause of disease in the physical body. We know that. You can go to any medical doctor. They're going to tell you, oh, you're full of inflammation. They want to put you on anti-inflammatory meds, right? Or they may say to you, hey, let's eat an anti-inflammatory diet, which 99% of people don't do, if your doctor even says that. So what our EON patch does, it actually signals a peptide in the liver. So remember, this is signaling the GHK-Cu, copper peptide. This is signaling a different peptide in your liver that upregulates your SOD. So it turns on your SOD, which is your body's own ability to reduce inflammation, down-regulating inflammatory markers like the C-reactive proteins, the cytokines, fibrinogen, the peroxide lipids, things like that. So reducing inflammation in the body, which happens to be the root cause of disease in the body, reducing inflammation is critical to your health. We call this the dynamic duo. Okay. You want to see results. You want to see them now. We're all in a microwave society, unfortunately. You want to see results now. You want fast repair and regeneration. You're going to use these two at the same time. The reason why, I'm going to tell you what David says. Okay. When I first found out about this a little over a year and a half ago, I was watching all of David's videos. And one of them, he talks about X39 and EON. And he said, I want you to picture it this way. Why are these two so critical together? If I was to go right now and get a stem cell injection, my shoulders hurt, pain, crazy inflammation, can't move it, right? Range of motion, all that stuff. I go in and I inject stem cells. You can pull your own blood out, spin it, put it in. You can use donor cells. You can go out of the country and get all kinds of cells. You can put stem cell injections into a specific area. David said, if you injected 2 million stem cells in your shoulder, the stem cells are drawn to the inflammation, the inflamed area. It's like a moth to a flame. That inflammation comes and consumes those stem cells that are injected. Okay. You've injected 2 million, you're probably going to end up with 200,000. Do you want 2 million or do you want 200,000? You pick. I'm going to go for 2 million. So what that means is, not that this is going to increase your stem cell production by 2 million. Don't think that. It's probably going to be more like 2 billion or trillion. But this is going to signal your body to increase its own stem cell production, right? Mobilize your own young, youthful stem cells. The same time you're reducing inflammation, you're giving the body a chance to repair itself at a much quicker rate because it's not fighting, it's not being consumed by the inflammation. Thank you, David. SOD, yes. Super oxide dismutase, absolutely. Your SOD, it's an inflammatory marker in your body to reduce inflammation, right? And it's an antioxidant. So use these two together, huge, 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 powerful. Another benefit of Eon is it puts your body in a parasympathetic state. We know when we look at disease, you can look at CDC, look at the CDC, right? Disease in the physical body, we look at inflammation. We also look at stress, anxiety, worry. We look at an emotional component that causes disease. This here brings down your anxiety level, your stress level, your emotional balance. This is what we call our happy patch. It puts your body in a parasympathetic state. You're either fight or flight, go, 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 stressed, I'm going to lose my mind, or you're calm and chill. And it's all good. And that's what this patch does. Reduces inflammation, brings you in a calm, relaxed state. If you are someone that cannot shut your mind off at night, you can put this at the triple warmer spot, which happens to be below your belly button. Couple fingers down below your belly button, put this there at night, leave it on for a 12-hour period during your night. So this is daytime only. This can be used day or night, but if you're someone that cannot shut your mind off, you can use this at night to help you go to sleep and relax. It's not a sleep patch. It's a calm, relaxed, chill. You're either rest or digest or you're fight or flight. And so this helps with rest and digest. So these two, very critical, very, very, very critical for your healing, right? For everyone. If someone asks me about any problem, any symptom, anything, because I can't talk about diseases or, disorders or syndromes, but any symptom you're having, these two are your starting point. Always. Let's get to the root of the problem, the inflammation, while we're helping the body to repair and regenerate itself. You'll get there faster. It's facts, it's science, it's body, it's chemistry, right? So let's talk about glutathione. Glutathione. Most everyone knows what glutathione is now. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. It's the master immune booster and a master detoxer. Glutathione is everywhere. You can see it in health food stores, as suppositories, as liquids, as supplements. If you're getting your IV vitamin drips, you can see it at the end of the drip as a big push at the end. Glutathione is all the buzz, right? At least I think it is. So what happens is that's an exogenous form of glutathione. They're putting glutathione in your body, right? They're putting something in your body. They're saying, hey, let's get your glutathione level elevated. And let's just kind of help get rid of some of those free radicals, those toxins in the body, right? Well, here's the thing with all of those other forms. They're going to increase your glutathione level, usually about 20 to 23%. I've seen some of them out there touting upwards of 200%. I saw one today. It was $117 for a bottle this big, and you sprayed it. And I was like, okay. It said 200, going to increase your glutathione by 200%. Well, the problem is that only has a 7-minute half-life. So that means it's only in your system for a very minutes short period of time, going to work as fast as it can to chomp up any free radicals. Free radicals are dangerous, potentially cancer causing, cells that are not functioning correctly, that have went rogue, that are, wreaking havoc in your body, causing problems. So we want to get rid of as many free radicals as possible, right? You have some, obviously, but we want to make sure that we're not full of free radicals. You see a very toxic, diseased person, right? Among other things. But this glutathione David invented, this patch signals a different peptide in the liver. Okay, so glutathione is a tripeptide. So it signals this peptide in your liver to increase your own glutathione level. Get this, the clinical studies, because of course all of our patches are backed by clinical studies. David's done over 90 clinical studies in the last 20 years with people, real people, not petri dishes. But this glutathione, this patch does not put glutathione in your body. It signals your body to increase its own glutathione level in upwards of 300%. Some people in the study were 400 to 600% increase in glutathione in your body. That is some serious glutathione, right? But get this, you wear your patch 12 hours, you take it off, you throw it away. The patented technology in this patch actually sustains that glutathione level for a 24-hour period, not 24 minutes, 24 hours. So what does that mean for a body that has cells that have went rogue, that are diseased, that are not functioning correctly, that are not communicating correctly with other cells, that don't act correctly inside of the body, doing the processes, the biochemical processes inside, the physiological processes inside the body? What does that mean when you get rid of those cells? When you put glutathione into the body, into the cells, and you keep it in there, it's going to work nonstop to help your body to eliminate the toxins, all different types of toxins, to boost your immune system. You guys, your immune system, that is so critical. You know that now after the last 3 years, right? The insanity we've lived through, your immune system is key. This is key to your health, to your longevity, to your vitality. The oldest people on the planet have the highest level of glutathione in their system. They measure their blood. You can test your glutathione level and see where you're at. They have the highest level of glutathione. So this trio right here, X39, Eon, and glutathione, are going to help you get your body in balance. We're getting ready to come into a new year. You want to get into balance. You want to help reduce inflammation. You want to detox the body. You want to boost your immune system. You want to get yourself back to your young, youthful state. This is how you're going to do it.
And Dr. Stacy, let me show you something just quickly on screen share, because you had asked about what gets you to the most youthful state. And I just want you to know, Peter No had me do my picture. And the first picture here to the left, that's right after 9 months of chemo and radiation. The picture to the far right, that was a year on LifeWave. Wow. And then the bottom is 3 years. That was just taken like 2 weeks ago. So that is the journey of, what did you just say? What did you just say? Because I think that my skin and my body back is exactly an example of what you just said. And absolutely. And you can see it. You can see it in the skin, Stacy.
Yeah, you can. Again, because of what's happening on the inside. You have detoxed the toxins out of your body. You've reduced the inflammation, and you've turned on your fountain of youth in your body with these 3 patches. That's why you look the way you do today. That's why you feel the way you do, because of what's happening on the inside.
Do you know, Dr. Stacy, that the picture on the far right, the bottom, I'm 55 in that picture. I look younger in that picture than I did before cancer at 45.
I believe that.
I mean, it's just really a miracle. Let me stop share screening, but yeah.
All right, so we have 1 minute. We're going to finish this up, and I'm going to tell you how to get this, because Marcy's testimonial is one amazing testimonial, but it's also one of, like she said, over 40,000 that she personally has in her ripple effect, right? She said, yes, let's go tell everybody, Dr. Rhonda. She dropped her stone in the pond, and it's reached over 40,000 people in the last 3 years. So there's over 40,000 testimonials out there, not to mention the millions worldwide, right? We're a global company in 81 countries. So you're going to get back with the person that invited you. They're going to help you get set up with whatever works best for you. You can get a month worth of the X39 for $150 retail. You can get a month of the supportive patch for $80 each retail. Perfectly fine if that's what you want to do. We prefer using our wholesale option, and that gives you the ability to mix and match, get different patches that you want at the wholesale price, which is only $99 for these, $49 for these. And you can do that in our silver pack. We love the silver pack, $2.99. It's great for one person to be able to mix and match and get the patches you want, right? For a month or however, depends on what you get. And then, of course, you can get yourself set up on your monthly subscription so you never run out of your patches like Marcy. People want to know, how long do I patch for? Well, minimum is 1 month for every 10 years you are old. You got to do that to get to your full stem cell regeneration potential, right? Why are you still patching? Well, because you're in your 20s. I mean, you're either going to get older, you're going to get younger. Time's going to go on. Which one do you want? We have the ability to live way past 150 and look and feel like we're 25. We know that. Science says that. Technology, clinical studies say that. And so, you're talking the price of a cup of coffee a day. Literally, a green tea from Starbucks now, Marcy, is $5. These 3 patches right here are less than $5 a day. I'm like, no more green tea. No more. I'm going to brew my own. So it just tastes different in that plastic cup, which is recyclable. It's recyclable. So anyway,
That means you're not getting that when I come visit you in Florida?
We'll splurge.
Okay, just one. Okay, just checking. It's my favorite
So you
thing
guys,
to do. Sorry.
Get back with the person that invited you. They can help you get it set up with whatever works best for you, with whatever program, however that looks for you to meet your needs. But know that you are using something that is backed by science, backed by clinical studies, research, 20 plus years of research. David Schmidt is our inventor, our owner of our company, our CEO. Like, this technology is invented by him. And so know that it's here to help you improve your quality of life so that you feel better, that yes, we want to look better, right? But it's about how you feel on the inside so that you can enjoy your time here with your family and your loved ones. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Such a joy to be here with you, Marcy. As always, I love you. I can't wait to see you in 2 weeks in San Diego. And then we're going to get to hang out here in Sarasota again when David comes to the event in the end of January. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on our Zoom. We will be resuming on Monday next year, Monday, our regularly scheduled time at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So have a fantastic end of your year. Go make your dream boards. Go spend time with your family and friends. Get yourself a dream journal. Get ready for 2023. Get all your goals and plans and dreams written out, your action plan, and get ready to jump into 2023, both feet in, helping millions of people as we go to a billion-dollar company, billion lives changed, billion families' lives changed. And we love you all. We're so grateful for you. Thank you all for being here, and have a fantastic evening. Thank you, Marcy.
Bye-bye, everyone.